Hey, what's up everybody? I am Jason and you're watching my channel, Micro Investor. So in this video, we're going to talk about 3 stocks that I'm buying June 2020 edition. So the first one on this list is going to sound like a repeat because I've been talking about it for a couple months now, and that is Eldorado Resorts, ticker symbol ERI. So Eldorado Resorts is a leading casino entertainment company that owns and operates 23 properties in 11 states, including Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, New Jersey, and Ohio. And in total from all the properties, they have 24,000 slot machines, 660 table games, and 11,300 hotel rooms. So over the past couple weeks, Eldorado Resorts has started to open up some of their properties. Now, currently the properties that are open are only running at about 50% of maximum capacity. And the largest property that they own in Reno, Nevada is still not open. But with them opening up some of their properties, it has really been helping out the stock. So over the last 30 days, ERI stock has gone up about 60%. And I'm still really bullish on there being much growth as they do open up their Reno facility. I think that's going to really help out the stock. And not only that, I'm still very hopeful on Eldorado Resorts purchasing Caesars Entertainment, ticker symbol CZR. So I know I've been talking about ERI stock quite a bit on this channel, but I checked my activity and I noticed that my lowest tranche that I bought into them was on March 20th, and at that time it was $9 a share, and I only bought 100 shares. So I'm kind of kicking myself for that a little bit, but I have made quite a bit of money off this stock, and I had made some swing trades on it. It's been going really well for me. So let's look real quick at my paper trading portfolio. So if you've been following my channel, you know that I made $1 million for fun paper trading portfolio, but I've only spent about 20% of the play money, but a good amount of the earnings so far are all from ERI stock. So on April 23rd, I did a paper trade of 2,000 shares of ERI at $15.70. At that time, it was for $31,400. But the stock since then has gone up 127%, now worth $71,500. And I'm showing you this, by the way, on my Webull paper trading account. Link in description if you haven't signed up already. But this allows me to keep up with stocks you guys also recommend without losing real money, because there is nothing fun or entertaining about losing money. And the second stock that I'm looking at adding more shares of in June, that is Delta Airlines, ticker symbol DAL. Now, I feel like Delta Airlines is a good time to buy into personally because things are starting to open back up. So it feels like the right time to buy into it. Now, in the past, when I've talked about investing into Delta Airlines, I've gotten quite a bit of criticism, but I just chalk it up as too many people watch too much news and they base their decisions on that or what Warren Buffett does. Now, I'm different, and for me, my strategies seem to work really well for myself. So now let's get to why I'm bullishly wanting to pick up more shares of Delta Airlines and possibly some shares of some other airline stocks as well. That is because U.S. airline companies in general have yet to tap into the $29 billion federal relief loan for airlines. Now, all 4 of the large U.S. passenger airline companies have applied for the Treasury Department program, but it is only American Airlines that so far says that they intend to tap into the pool of funds. Delta, Southwest, and United Airlines, they plan on all waiting until the fall to see how summer travel goes. Now, if they do take these funds, there are going to be quite a bit of strings attached to them, and that's what they don't want to do. So they want to see if things can kind of just rebound for them, and they'll be in a better position that way. Airlines have pointed to signs that travel demand is beginning to perk up in recent weeks, and the Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start to summer and the beginning of the summer travel season. Airlines are saying that they're now reaching levels that have not been reached since late March, and that booking is now outpacing cancellations, and that airplanes that were once empty are now starting to fill up. So with that being said, I might pick up some Southwest Airlines and United Airlines as well, just not American Airlines, because they want to take that money that has strings attached to it. And I also added Delta Airlines to my paper trading portfolio on May 6th. Since then, it's gone up a little bit over 17%. And I will also add United and Southwest to the paper trading portfolio as well. And I'll make a video in the future talking about airline stocks, and we'll go through those ones of what they're doing. Now, the third stock that I'm going to get to is a merger IPO. And it's possible that it might not happen, but it's looking like it's going to. But just in case if it doesn't happen, I have a backup stock. So I'm going to talk about the stock that I'm going to buy as a backup in case that one doesn't happen. And that is going to be USO because I've been buying USO. It's been working out really well for me. I'm up quite a bit on it actually. And as things keep picking up, as things start getting back to normal, I see USO continuing to go up more and more as time goes on. So as we can see, the USO stock has gone up quite a bit over this last month. But if we look at USO stock now compared to where it was in January, it's still only worth about 25% of where it was at. And of course, I did also add USO to the paper trading portfolio. I did that on May 7th, and since then it's up 22%. And also on the same day that I added USO to the paper trading portfolio, I added NAT because a lot of people were saying don't buy USO, buy NAT, as the tankers are making a lot of money right now. But the irony is that when NAT released their earnings, the stock didn't really go anywhere. And since then, NAT is actually down 7.22%. But USO is up 22%. And that also just goes to show why you shouldn't just base your investment strategies off of things that you're hearing on the news. I even made a video actually talking about NAT and gave my opinion of it. You might have watched it. But just because I don't make my investments based off of the news doesn't mean I don't make my investments based off of FOMO, fear of missing out, which is where I get to on this next stock. That is, of course, if it does make it to the market, and that is the hydrogen electric vehicle company, Nikola Motors, potential ticker symbol NKLA. Now it's looking like more than likely this is something that's going to happen. And if you're not familiar with what's going on, Nikola Motors is not a publicly traded company, but the acquisition company, Vecto IQ, ticker symbol VTIQ, is of course a publicly traded company. And when Vecto IQ and Nikola Motors merge, they would just go under the new ticker symbol NKLA. And news of all this has made VTIQ stock one of the most popular stocks on the stock market, and it has gone up 113% over the last 30 days. Now, one share of VTIQ is supposed to equal one share of Nikola Motors stock, but the reason why I didn't jump on buying into VTIQ early is because what if for some reason that this merger doesn't happen? Then what's going to happen with VTIQ stock? Well, VTIQ is just an acquisition company. What that's going to become is some other company instead. They're going to go out and they're going to find somebody else and then invest into them. Who knows when that would happen? But most likely that might be something I wouldn't want to invest into. And not only that, if this deal does not go through for some reason, what would happen with VTIQ stock? Would there be a lot of volume with people selling this stock, and it would just come crashing down completely, that you would just lose a lot of money. So that's why I'm just staying completely away from that at the moment until this is a done deal. And if or when the stock comes out, I'm not sure exactly when I will buy into it. I'm not sure if I'll do it on the exact day or a few days later. That is because anything can happen when you buy into a new stock on the market. Say for instance, Lyft, that when it came out in the market, the stock went down. Or Beyond Meat, that came out in the market and the stock shot up a lot, went up about 800% over a couple months, and then it went down a lot after that. So anything could really happen. So it depends on how you want to play it. I can play it like I did with NEO, where I bought in the NEO on the IPO, it went up, I did a swing trade, made some money, bought into it at a much cheaper price with more shares. I can play it anyway. And I know most likely going into Nikola stock at whatever price I do get into it, whenever that is, that even then it's most likely going to be overvalued. That's just to be expected. And this company also doesn't have any products that are available for sale right now. We're kind of just going off of their word. But myself and many other people, we're comparing Nikola stock to performing like the next Tesla stock in the long run. 10 years ago, when Tesla came out to the market, that stock was trading for less than $20 a share. Could you imagine that? Buying Tesla stock at $20 and seeing where it is today, 10 years later? Say if it was like a $500 speculative play and you got 25 shares of Tesla, and today that 25 shares of Tesla you spent $500 on would be worth $21,000. So that is my expected strategy on Nikola Motors stock, is just to buy it as a small speculative play and see where it takes me in the future, but not investing more money than I can afford to lose. So anyways, everybody, this video is made for fun and entertainment purposes only. I am just talking about my own opinions and strategies. None of this video is meant to be any sort of financial advice. Now, for discretion, I am long on some of the stocks that I mentioned in this video. I am long on Eldorado Resorts, ticker symbol ERI, long on Delta Airlines, ticker symbol DAL, long on United States Oil Fund, ticker symbol USO, and I plan on being long on Nikola Motors. So anyways, I'd like to hear your guys' opinions about the stocks that I mentioned in this video. So as always, everybody, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I have new videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video coming very soon. Hey, real quick, if you guys need to build a website, check out my affiliate, hostm1.com. And you can find me on Instagram at micro_investor.